Hey guys, and welcome back for another short flow. Today's sequence is a restorative sequence focusing on the glutes and the hamstrings. You won't need anything at all for today's session, just some space on the floor, a mat if you have one, and whenever you're ready, come and join me in Tadasana. Standing in Tadasana, feet hip distance apart, lift the toes, spread them, press the feet firmly into the ground. Tuck the tailbone under, suck the navel back towards the spine, and roll the shoulders back and down. Inhale as you lengthen through the crown of the head. Exhale, release the shoulders back down deeper if you can. Inhale to lift the hands up above the head this time, and as you exhale, hinge at the hips, keeping that length in the spine, coming all the way down into ragdoll. So chest towards the thighs, head towards the ground, and instead of planting the hands on the floor, just take opposite hand to opposite elbow, and you can rock from side to side, back and forth. Just take a couple of deep breaths here, releasing off the lower back, the glutes, the hamstrings. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale, release the hands to the floor. Keep the left hand grounded as you inhale, lift and twist with the right toward the ceiling. Take a nice deep breath in, press the ground away, find that stretch. Exhale, release and switch sides. So right hand to the floor, inhale as you lift and twist toward the left, find that stretch. Exhale, release, both hands to the floor. Option to just go back to ragdoll for a few more moments. See if you can get deeper with every exhale. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale, release the hands. We're going to take our two big fingers, hook them around our big toes, and we're going to inhale as we find length and straighten the legs. So lengthen the spine, straightening the legs, sending the hips back. And you might not be folded completely over your legs. You're actually finding space between the thighs and the chest this time. Finding that stretch in the back of the hamstrings. And then exhale as you melt forwards. Plant the hands on the floor. And we're going to step all the way back to down facing dog. Pedal out the feet. Open up the calves, the ankles and the hips, as well as the hamstrings. As you pedal from side to side, alternating your feet. Take another deep breath all the way in. Exhale, and this time as you take a deep breath, find length in the spine, send the tailbone high, press the ground, head toward the ground, and as you exhale, push the heels down further towards the floor. On the next inhale, we're going to step the right leg through between the hands, finding our low lunge position, so drop the back knee to the floor. Inhale as you lift and look forwards with the eye gaze and the chest towards the front of the mat. Find that stretch in that front quad. Exhale, sink deeper into those hips. And then inhale as you lift the back knee. Exhale as you fold and straighten the front leg into pyramid pose. And hold here for 3, 2, 1. Inhale to come back forwards into that low lunge. Step back to down facing dog. And we're going to switch sides. So right leg comes through, finding that low lunge position. Left leg comes through, right knee goes to the floor. Inhale to lift and reach with your chest towards the front of the mat. Eye gaze forwards, find that stretch in the quad, and then exhale, sink deeper into those hips. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then inhale as you lift that back knee, straighten that front leg. Exhale, fold as you come into pyramid pose on the other side. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Inhale to come back through to lunge. Step back to down facing dog as you exhale. Pedal out the feet. Open up those hips. Press through the ground. Open up those shoulders if you want to. And then this time we're going to inhale to lift the right leg up high towards the sky. Swing it through, bending at the knee, coming into pigeon pose. So slide the knee at a 45-degree angle toward the front right corner of the mat. Slide the left leg back, untuck the toes, and find that level position with your hips. So left hip bone should be connected to the right heel, and the right sit bone should be connected to the floor. If you need to, you can grab a block or a pillow to support that sit bone of the right side. And then we're just going to inhale as we press through the ground and find that stretch in the front of our quads. And as we exhale, we're going to fold over that front leg, transferring the stretch into the glute. Take 5 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then take the hands underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes, press up and step back to down facing dog, scissor over the legs. So left leg comes through, a 45-degree angle with the knee, slide the right leg back. Find that same level hip position. So roll that hip bone over onto the left heel. Sit bone should be connected to the ground on the left side. If you need to use a block, remember to grab a hold of that. Press through the ground as you lift and find length and open up that front hip flexor. Take a nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, fold forwards over that left leg, transferring the stretch into the glute. And again, just 5 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale, tuck the hands underneath the shoulders again, tuck the toes, step back to down facing dog. We're going to come down onto our knees now into a seated position and find leg stack pose. So in a seated position, we're going to take the right leg under the left, stacking the left foot on top of the right knee. So we're trying to find the left knee on top or hovering over that right foot. Or if this is too uncomfortable for you, you can simply come into a cross leg position, or if that's too much, bound butterfly pose. So wherever you need to be today, find those options that work for you. Stack the legs, and we're going to inhale as we make sure our sit bones are both connected to the floor. Inhale to lift and lengthen, and then exhale as we reach forwards and over. And just take 3 deep breaths. Exhale completely on your last breath, and then inhale as you come all the way up, and we'll switch sides. So left foot stacks on top of left knee, right knee on top of left foot. Make sure those sit bones are connected again. Inhale as you lift and lengthen, and then exhale as you fold forwards over those shins, bringing the head towards the floor, finding that stretch in the hip. And again, just 3 deep breaths. You might find one side's tighter than the other. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then inhale as you come all the way back up and unravel the legs. Swivel yourself back around now, long ways on the mat. Take the legs straight out in front of you, and we're going to take the left sole of the foot over the top of the right knee and plant it on the other side, flat on the ground. Inhale to lift and lengthen through the spine. Take a hold of the left knee with the right elbow, hooking it around and bringing the thigh in toward the chest. Inhale to lift and lengthen. Exhale as you twist to look behind, half Lord of the Fishes. Hold for 3 deep breaths. And on the final breath, just exhale as you unravel. Unravel the legs and switch sides. So right sole of the foot goes on the opposite side of the left knee. Hook the left elbow around that right knee, bringing the chest in toward the thigh. Inhale to lift and lengthen. Exhale as you look behind over that right shoulder. And again, just 3 deep breaths. And unravel on that final deep breath. Unravel the legs. Take the legs straight out in front of you. We're going to finish with a seated forward fold. So flex the toes back towards you. Connect the fleshy bits, pull the fleshy bits of your bum out from underneath you as you connect the sit bones to the floor. Inhale to find length, and then exhale as we fold forwards, bringing the chest towards the thighs, head towards the ground or the knees. And just take 5 deep breaths. Every inhale, see if you can find length. With every exhale, see if you can fold deeper. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then inhale as you come all the way back up. We're going to slide ourselves onto our backs now and just finish with a mini savasana if you wish. So get comfortable on the mat. Stretch the legs out long. Let the arms fall by your sides and just relax for a few moments to finish your practice.